Hello everybody, and welcome to my new video on how to make a 1.2.5 Bukkit server for free. Obviously it's free. So today what you're going to be needing is, or what you're going to be knowing how to do is, you're going to have to know how to port forward, which is actually really easy. And you're going to have to download a few things. So first of all, you want to have an empty folder ready and a new text document ready. So first of all, what you're going to do is I'm going to have these links in the description for you. Alright, so once you're here, bukkit.org, you want to go over here. It'll say recommended builds right here. You want to download the top one, not right there, up here. And it'll bring you to the latest recommended build. What it means by recommended build is it's the one that you want to use, no other ones, because other ones might crash your server or anything. So this is the recommended build, stable, recommended. So you want to click download. You're going to go save. And then it'll start saving. So it's going to take a while because it's 11.1 megabytes, depending on your download speed. Okay, so once that's downloaded, you're going to open up your new folder where you're going to have your server, where you're going to have all your stuff for your server. So once it's done, you're going to go to wherever you download it. You're going to drag and drop it into wherever you're going to host your folder or your server. So now you're not done yet. You're going to need one more thing. So what that is you're going to go back. You're going to go back to bukkit.org. You're going to say go to get Craft Bukkit. It'll be at the top. Alright, so setting up a server, and there's all these things. So today mine is going to be a Windows tutorial. So we're just going to go right here. It'll say Windows, and then you're going to get all of this, and then you're going to copy it. Then you're going to go to that text document, you're going to paste it in, and once you're here, these numbers mean, you can actually change these numbers. Don't change anything else on here. Just change only these numbers and the M. And what the M means is megabytes. M means megabytes. So 100 or 1024 megabytes is like 1 gigabyte, so it's not very much. So if you want to see how much your computer is running, you want to go here. You're going to go to Start menu, you're going to go to Computer, right click, go to Properties. And then once you're here, you're going to go and see how much installed memory RAM right here. It should say Under System, go down 5, and the fifth one it'll say how much RAM you're running on your computer and your operating 60-bit operating system. So now I could run a 3 gigabyte server only because I'm on my crappy computer. So once you got it, you could change this to 3G and change that to 3G. And then this, just keep this as it is. You could change that too, but just keep that as it is. I'll tell you guys about that later. So now if you want, you could save it, and you're going to go save as. So I saved it because in case I want to change that, the file or the RAM it's using. So I'm going to go save as. You're going to go down here, you're going to put start.bat. You're going to go down text documents, you're going to go to all files, and you're going to save. And then you could exit out of this, and you'll have a start thing right here. So now you should get this wherever you are, put that text document, or wherever you save the bat file, start.bat. So now what you're going to do is you're going to get this, you're going to drag and drop it in, just like that. And then now you can start. Oh, alright, so this is what I was talking about. Okay, so the Craft Bukkit, this thing right here, I'll tell you how to make that work. So you're going to go to this Craft Bukkit -1.2.5 R4. So now you're going to rename it. So you're going to rename, just change it to Craft Bukkit, and that should be it. There we go. So now it's loading, it's preparing the world, it's creating the world nether, everything. So now once you have this, you could stop. Just do stop, because you won't be needing it, because we're going to have to port forward still. Okay, so now that you have this, you go server, the server right here, not that one. So once you have this open, you have all these options. You could change the message. MOTD means message of the day. You could change this to my MC server. And yeah, then we're gonna change the whitelist to true, and we'll spawn whatever you want. Online mode, you want to keep this on unless you want to make a cracked server. PvP true, difficulty 1, game mode 0. Max players, you could change this to whatever you want. You could have 50, 30, 30, whatever. And allow another world name, you could change this to tutorial server. Tutorial, let's change it to tutorial. Alright, so now we're gonna save. And now we're gonna have to port forward. Also go back, and where it says server port, you're gonna keep that 25565. And if you want the query, the server query, where is that? Oh, but there will be a server query on here. If you want, you could have that on. Most likely you want to leave it on. So now it's time for the port forwarding. So you're gonna go back to your Windows browser or Firefox browser. You're gonna go to a new tab. But actually what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down to start, and you're gonna do CMD. You're gonna put CMD in the search bar. You're gonna click enter, and then this will pop up. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to IP config address 192.168.1.0.1.01, and then the default gateway 192.168.1.1. That's what you want to enter in your web browser. So now that we have that, we're gonna enter it in here. Okay, so once you have this, you're gonna have to be able to know your password and username, because you're gonna have to access your router. And what this does is it makes you access your router and open ports to everybody to enter into your connection and be able to connect to your server. Okay, so once you're at your router settings, since I'm doing a Linksys, this is what yours is gonna look like, or something like this. And there should be stuff over here and stuff right here, but I'm blocking it off. I don't want you guys to see that stuff. So all I was gonna do is there'll be applications and gaming. You wanna go to that? Okay, so once you're here, it'll look something like this with all these applications: start, end, protocol, IP address, and enable. And it should have all these slots unless yours has less. But once you wanna do is you wanna go to your first slot, and you're going to be using one, so you don't have to worry about space. So you're gonna go here, MC. Name it whatever you want. You don't have to name what I'm naming. Just put anything on. I'm gonna name mine MC server, just something easy. And you don't have to memorize all this. You can always come back and change it. But at the start, you're gonna change it to 25565. The end 25565. And you can also change this, but just keep it at 25565. The protocol, you want to keep it at both. And this IP address, this is the part where you want to go back into your IP or your command prompt. You're gonna do IP config, and then right here IPv4 address, it'll say 192.168.1.01. The 01, you want to add that where the last digits are. So the last digits right here, 101. Then you want to see enabled, you're going to check enabled. You're going to keep that both. MC server 25565 25565 both 101, or whatever yours is, and then enable. So now you're going to save settings. So you're going to save settings, and then it'll say something like your settings have successfully been changed, but I already saved mine, so this is all gonna, it doesn't really matter for me. So yeah, and then once you have that, you can now go back to your server and you could run it. You could start your server. It's good. We're gonna join our server. And here you go. Here is your server. And now you could add plugins and whatnot. And hopefully there is no lag on your server. As long as you put a recent amount of gigabytes on your server, then it won't be as laggy. And if you get a good plugin that kind of blocks lag, it's also really good to do that. But yeah, here's your server. You can add plugins, like I said. It's not vanilla or anything. You could add plugins as much as you want. You could do anything you want. You could protect regions and stuff, and I'll have plugins on my channel for you guys to see. And this is pretty much it. This is how you port forward. It's how you make a Bukkit server really easy. It's not difficult at all. And yeah, I hope you guys liked and enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe, see my other plugin tutorials, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye.